Jonathan Bailey, the chiseled jawline and brooding intensity personified, has etched his name into pop culture's pantheon with a title that promises both adoration and debate: People's Sexiest Man Alive for 2025. At 37, the Bridgerton sensation and wicked wizard has transcended the Regency ballrooms and emerald cities of his on-screen realms to claim a spot among heartthrob royalty. Think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Herculean charisma, Chris Evans' boy-next-door allure, and Michael B. Jordan's smoldering intensity. Yet, this crowning glory, unveiled on a crisp Monday, hasn't unfolded in unanimous applause. Instead, it has unleashed a digital deluge of reactions, from ecstatic cheers to caustic critiques, laying bare the fractious fault lines of modern desirability. Bailey's triumph isn't merely a magazine cover. It's a mirror reflecting society's shifting, and sometimes stubborn views on beauty, sexuality, and stardom. The announcement landed like a plot twist in one of Bailey's own dramas, instantly polarizing the online sphere. Fans, long smitten by his portrayal of the duty-bound yet desire-driven Anthony Bridgerton, hailed it as vindication after years of pics that sparked side-eyes. Recent honorees like Emily Blunt's steadfast spouse John Krasinski, The Office everyman elevated to Adonis, or others deemed more safe than sizzling, had left enthusiasts craving bolder strokes. The right one, crowed supporters, flooding timelines with gifs of Bailey's steamiest Bridgerton bee-sting scene and Wicked's Fiero flair. For them, Bailey embodies a wickedly handsome alchemy, the velvet timbre of his voice in Ocean Deep, the athletic grace of his stage work and company, and an unpretentious wit that shines in interviews. His ascent from London's fringe theatre to Netflix's global embrace feels earned, a narrative arc as compelling as any script. But for every huzzah there's a heckle, turning social media into a coliseum of clashing aesthetics. Detractors, undeterred by Bailey's evident appeal, lobbed barbs that ranged from tepid to trenchant. "There are better-looking men out there," posited one skeptic, igniting threads dissecting jawlines and charisma quotients with surgical precision. Others zeroed in on his wicked co-star, the magnetic Ariana Grande, or perennial favorites like Pedro Pascal, whose salt and pepper swagger commands cult status. The backlash crescendoed in a viral tweet storm. "Jonathan Bailey? Sexiest man alive? Be serious. Y'all really looked at Pedro Pascal, Chris Evans, and a whole planet of fine men and said, nah, give it to the Bridgerton guy. This isn't sexiest man alive, it's most likely to stare broodingly into a teacup." Emojis, crying faces, peace signs, amplified the sarcasm, transforming critique into meme fodder. Another quipped, "He's not even top 50, while a third grumbled, "Hey, just be letting anyone in," a veiled nod to the title's traditionally heteronormative halo. At the epicenter of this storm is a milestone laced with historic weight: Bailey as the first openly gay man to snag the crown. His journey to this juncture is a saga of defiance and delight. Out since his early 20s, Bailey has navigated fame with a candor that disarms, discussing fluid attractions and variety profiles, advocating for queer representation in The Guardian, and channeling vulnerability into roles that queer the canon. As Fiero in Wicked, he brings a pansexual panache to the Tin Man transformation, while Anthony's arc in Bridgerton Season 2 pulses with unspoken yearnings that resonated across spectrums. This title then isn't just personal panache, it's progress, a seismic shift from the list's straight-laced lineage, Idris Elba, Ryan Reynolds et al. Supporters celebrated this as a queer quake, with hashtags like #SexiestManBailey trending alongside rainbow flags. Yet, the backlash's underbelly revealed uglier undercurrents. Scattered posts questioned the inclusion of gay men outright. Should the title even go to someone like him? Sentiments swiftly skewered as outdated and discriminatory by allies. Critics pounced, labeling such views relics of a bygone bro code, but the persistence of these echoes underscores the work ahead. One commenter sneered, "He doesn't deserve the title," echoing a broader discomfort with expanding the archetype beyond chiseled abs and cishet conquests. It's a reminder that attraction in the public eye is as much cultural construct as carnal spark. Bailey's wickedly handsome charm, that tousled hair, those piercing blues, challenges the mold, inviting discourse on whether sexiness is universal or siloed. Amid the melee, Bailey's champions rallied like a Regency assembly, their fervor a counterpoint to the naysayers. Co-stars from Wicked, including the soul-stirring Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, flooded feeds with effusive emojis and earnest endorsements, "A king in every realm." Erivo gushed, sharing behind-the-scenes snaps of their emerald duet. Matt Bomer, the Magic Mike maestro and fellow LGBTQ+ trailblazer, chimed in with, "Well-deserved, brother, charm for days." These tributes amplified Bailey's growing ledger of laurels. Olivier Award for Company, Emmy buzz for Fellow Travelers, and a discography debut with Glinda soundtrack contributions. For fans, this isn't feathering cap fluff. It's affirmation of a talent whose brooding teacup stares hide a supernova soul. Bailey's response, characteristically poised, sidestepped the fray with gratitude. An Instagram post thanking people for the honor of a lifetime, peppered with nods to his queer community. It's this grace under fire that elevates him, not just sexiest but savviest. The controversy, love it or loathe it, has supercharged visibility, sparking salons on inclusivity from TikTok to think pieces in The Atlantic. In crowning Bailey, people didn't just anoint a man, they ignited a movement, forcing reckonings with who gets to define desire. As the dust settles, one truth endures. Jonathan Bailey's allure is no fleeting fad. It's a full-bodied enchantment, talent, tenacity, and a touch of the wicked, proving that the sexiest revolutions start with a single, unapologetic stare.